But they said, who cares? The second one, though, was that our Constitution had to be approved by the U.S. Congress. And the reason for this was the Civil War. They wanted to make sure that Nevada would become a non-slave state and be on the side of Abraham Lincoln. So the Congress had to see the entire Nevada Constitution, which is a great big book, before we could become a state. Our territorial government, James Nye, sent one copy overland stage across the continental United States to Washington. He put another copy and sent it to San Francisco, where it was put on a sailing ship and went down to Panama. There was no canal then, so they transported it across the isthmus, put it on another sailing ship back up to the East Coast.
So maybe Panama was part of Colombia still, no? Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Neither one made it in time.
Oh.
Wow.
You got a telegram. James and I got a telegram saying, "Where's your Constitution? You can't become a state without it." He said, "Oh my gosh, what will I do?" Do you know what he did?
Mm-hmm. I do, yeah.
He got a telegram. We had telegraph lines here. In fact, there's a street 2 blocks north. Says it's Telegraph Street. So Frank Bell and other operators sent the entire Nevada Constitution letter by letter in Morse code.
Wow. Can you imagine?
Took 2 days to get it all the way to the east. But they got it there in time, and we became a state on October 31st, which in our country is
Halloween. But I guess I don't want to call myself. I love the idea of us being our statehood being October 31st. And although Halloween is celebrated on that, Nevada voters a number of years ago opted for the last Friday in October is the day we celebrate Nevada Day, because we take off school, federal officers.
Yeah, we get a 3-day weekend.
We get a 3-day weekend, but Nevada voters, instead of landing on the actual Nevada Day. So although Nevada Day is October 31st, we celebrate it on the last Friday of, but I on the 31st of October every year, I make it a point to celebrate Nevada Day. That's our day.
And I would point out also that Nevada really does celebrate our Mission Day. Most of the states don't.
We have a parade here in Carson City.
We have a parade in Carson City. I rode in the parade this year.
Oh, good for you. How cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to come down with them. I brought my kids down when they were little.
Right.
To see them.
My sons marched. They were with Reno High School marching band. They marched the parade.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We do Nevada Day celebrations. So it's
a big deal. So this is the Senate, and it's been turned into a little mini historic museum.
Share a quick story. My wife, who is a native Nevada, grew up here, born, raised.
Yeah.
Her family lived in New Jersey for 1 year. Her mother was given a promotional opportunity to work at a casino in New Jersey. However, when she was there as a young girl, October 31st came around. And she's like, why are we going to school? And they said, well, sweetie, it's a school day. She's like, no, it's Nevada Day.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're not in Nevada, honey. And she was, as a little girl, she was baffled by it. She's like, but it's Nevada Day. Like, you don't go to school on Nevada Day. But there she was in another state, and of course they don't celebrate it. So, but she said that was her most troubling thing that happened when she was little, was why wouldn't they be celebrating Nevada Day? We always celebrate Nevada Day. Anyway.
So here's a map of the 17 counties of Nevada. You now know James Nye, right? This is a great big county with not too many very people in it. You know, Lincoln County, of course, and Carson City has its own little county.
Clark County, Washoe County.
Washoe is where Reno and Sparks are.
Right.
Yes.
Humboldt, Pershing, Elko.
Eureka. Eureka. How do you pronounce this in English?
Eureka.
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 It's
Like
a
you
Greek
found
word.
gold. Eureka.
It's a Greek word. Yeah. And Lander is for one of the original settlers. Over here are some artifacts from the Nevada State Museum, which is in the old U.S. Mint building.
So now that you've heard all this history, do you now understand why we're called a battle-born state? We were born of the Civil War.
Okay.
Nevada's statehood was because we were contributing to the necessary, the financial contribution to the war effort, hence we're battle-born.
And you know, the other story I just learned is that, and this is very pertinent, the original legislation to form the Nevada territory only came about because the southern states had seceded. So they had enough votes that were not slave votes to pass the legislation.
Yeah, very much. I mean, when the term battle-born has significant meaning to our statehood and to.
This is the Senate
Yeah, whenever I
of Nevada.
to my folks in other countries, I explain the importance to say mining, as a geologist, but also how we are so mining rich here that it afforded us and gave us enough to be early statehood.
So take a minute or two to wander,
Walk through
just
it.
walk through and look at
I don't want to shed any shot light on this great war. Have you had a chance to bring these gentlemen down to Virginia City yet?
We've not gone there yet.
I'm sure